Guys, this one is going to leave you speechless because it feels like the ending of a drama we've all been watching for years, but with a twist nobody expected. Before I dive into the details, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss updates like this, because trust me, the story of Shinyu's Groom is not the fairy tale you had in mind, it's even crazier. Alright, let's get into it. For the longest time, Shinyu's love life has been one of the biggest mysteries in the entertainment world. She's this bubbly, down-to-earth actress who gave us unforgettable roles in dramas like Meteor Garden and A Love So Beautiful. She's been the nation's sweetheart, the girl next door that everyone adores. And because of that, fans have always been so invested in her real-life happiness. For years, rumors swirled about who she was dating. Some swore it was Dylan, her Meteor Garden co-star, because let's be honest, the chemistry between them wasn't just on-screen magic. You could feel it behind the scenes, in interviews, in the way their eyes lingered just a little too long. Others thought maybe she was secretly seeing someone outside the industry, someone who could give her a quieter, more private life. But no matter how much people speculated, Shinyu kept everything close to her heart. She never confirmed anything, never gave in to the pressure, and honestly, I think that's part of what made fans even more curious. Every time she posted something on social media, people were zooming in on backgrounds, analyzing captions, trying to figure out if there were hidden clues about who she was seeing. It became this ongoing guessing game, like we were all detectives in her romantic drama. And then, it finally happened. Shinyu confirmed her groom. But here's the kicker, it's not Dylan, it's not a fellow actor, it's not even a celebrity. The man she's marrying is someone completely unexpected. A figure who has been quietly in her life, but never under the spotlight. And when I tell you fans were shocked, I mean the internet literally broke for a moment. So who is this mystery groom? Well, Shinyu revealed in an exclusive interview that she's engaged to a man who isn't part of the entertainment industry at all. He's described as someone kind, humble, and deeply supportive of her career, but he lives far away from the public eye. She didn't release his full name right away, but she did say he's from a professional background, completely outside of acting, and that they met through mutual friends long before her career skyrocketed. Now, let me be honest with you guys, when I first heard this, my jaw dropped. I think like many of you, I always kind of assumed her endgame would be with Dylan, because let's face it, their story almost felt written in the stars. They went from being on-screen lovers to real-life close friends, and that bond they shared gave fans hope that maybe, just maybe, they were meant to be. So when she confirmed her groom as someone else entirely, it felt like a plot twist straight out of a drama series. But here's where it gets emotional. Shinyu said in the interview that she chose to reveal her groom now because she wanted to share her happiness with her fans, but also because she was tired of people constantly linking her to people she wasn't with. She said something along the lines of, "I don't want my story to be written by rumors. I want to write it myself." And honestly, I respect that so much. She went on to describe how her groom has been her anchor through all the chaos of fame. While the world was speculating about Dylan and other co-stars, this man was quietly supporting her, cheering her on, and being a source of stability in her life. She admitted that their relationship hasn't always been easy, balancing her busy filming schedule with his work was challenging, but that they built their bond on trust, respect, and understanding. And then came the part that made everyone tear up. Shinyu said, "He's the person who sees me when the cameras are off, when I'm tired, when I'm not smiling for anyone else. He's the one who reminds me I'm enough, even when I doubt myself." Tell me that doesn't make your heart melt. The fan reactions to this news have been intense, to say the least. Some people were genuinely happy for her, saying things like, "As long as Shinyu is happy, we're happy," and "She deserves real love, not just a fantasy we create in our heads." But, of course, there were also fans who felt crushed. Dylan and Shinyu shippers, in particular, took this really hard. For years, they believed those two were destined for each other, so to find out her groom is someone else entirely, it almost felt like a heartbreak. On social media, hashtags like "Shinyu's groom revealed" and "It's not Dylan" started trending. Some fans even created montage videos of her moments with Dylan, almost like a tribute to a ship that's now officially sunk. But at the same time, others pointed out that Shinyu deserves the freedom to choose her happiness, even if it's not the fairy tale ending fans imagined. And honestly, that's such an important point. We often forget that celebrities are human beings. They're not characters in a drama for us to script. Shinyu has given us so much joy through her roles, but her personal life is hers to live. And if she's found someone who loves her deeply outside of the spotlight, someone who makes her feel safe and cherished, then isn't that exactly what we should want for her? What's even more touching is the way Shinyu described their love story. She admitted that he doesn't always understand the world of entertainment, but he understands her, and that's what matters most. There's something really beautiful about that, isn't there? We're so used to seeing celebrity couples where both people are in the limelight, constantly under pressure and scrutiny. But Shinyu chose someone who's grounded, who lives outside of all that noise. It almost feels like she created her own fairy tale, but on her own terms. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. What about dylanwang? How does he feel about all this? Well, here's where things get interesting. Dylan hasn't made a big public statement yet, but he did post something cryptic on his social media not long after the news broke. It was a photo of a sunset with the caption, "Some stories are beautiful because they're never finished." Of course, fans immediately connected the dots, assuming it was his subtle way of acknowledging Shinyu's announcement. Was it a sign of support? Was it his way of saying goodbye to the idea of them together? Nobody knows for sure, but one thing's clear: whatever history Dylan and Shinyu share, there's still a lot of respect between them. And honestly, that's all we can hope for. Even if they weren't meant to be together in real life, the fact that they gave us such iconic moments on screen and off screen is something we'll never forget. So, here we are. Shinyu has finally confirmed her groom, and it's not who we thought. It's not the fantasy pairing fans dreamed of, but it's real. It's hers. And in a way, that makes it even more special. Let me tell you guys how I feel about this. At first, I was shocked, maybe even a little disappointed, because like so many of you, I secretly hoped her and Dylan would be endgame. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this is actually the happiest ending we could have hoped for. Shinyu isn't living her life for our expectations, she's living it for herself. And by choosing someone who truly loves her for who she is, she's showing us what real love looks like. It's not always about the chemistry we see on screen. It's not always about the glamorous pairing. Sometimes it's about the quiet moments, the unseen support, the person who chooses you every single day even when nobody's watching. And that's the kind of love Shinyu found. So, I want to hear from you guys. How are you feeling about this? Are you shocked? Heartbroken? Happy for her? Do you think Dylan's cryptic post was about Shinyu, or do you think fans are reading too much into it? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know this one is going to spark some heated debates. At the end of the day, though, one thing is undeniable: Shinyu deserves happiness. And now, as she steps into this new chapter with her groom by her side, we can only wish her the best. Whether or not it was the ending we imagined, it's the one she chose, and that's what matters most.